Since it's very chilly outside, everyone loves a cozy blanket. And believe it or not, everyone could actually make their own cozy blanket.
Absolutely.
I'm here with Tanya of Back Mountain Makery, and Tanya, you offer classes to make a big cozy blanket.
We do.
All right, so let's talk about it.
All right, so what we're gonna be making is a 5-skein cozy knit blanket that is all done with our fingers.
I can't believe this.
Yes.
I'm so excited about this.
I'm glad. If you're a crochet artist or if you've ever crocheted before, we're gonna start with the chain. After we get done with our chain, we're gonna go into our hand knit.
All right, let's get started.
So we're gonna start with a slip knot. We're gonna grab our yarn, I'm gonna give it a little bit of a pull. This is a number 7 yarn. We use the Bernat Big Blanket yarn. Doesn't shed, it's a beautiful yarn, it's super soft.
And you don't have to have any experience to come and take a class to make this.
Nope, absolutely not. We generally have the blankets started for you. Once you get in and all of our guests are comfortable with what it is that they're doing, we will move right on over into our hand knit. Can take anywhere between 2.5 to 3.5 hours, and you can have an entire blanket done.
That's amazing. And you have several colors for people to
We do.
choose
We
from?
generally have 5 or 6 different colors for them to choose from when they visit our Facebook page. We have all of our events posted. They'll see that we have a cozy knit posted, and when they go into the ticket link, they can pick their colors right then. I'm going to give a good old count, see where we're at.
All right.
We do 27 to start, and that's going to give us about a 4 by 5 foot blanket. It can vary a little bit depending on how tight someone knits or pulls their yarn through.
Okay.
So they all kind of vary a little bit, but we get our chain all done, and then once our chain is done, chain is more of a crochet. Once we get our chain done, this is where this now becomes a knit. So we're going to grab our yarn, we're going to make our stitch, we're going to drop that stitch, and that's where that becomes a knit. So we make our stitch, pull it through, we drop it, and then we move over. And we continue all the way until we get to the end. We're gonna kind of work like a typewriter. We're gonna go left to right and then right to left. There's no picking it up, there's no moving it along the way. It stays right where it's at, so it kind of stays put. So this is our project yarn, or our project of what it is that we're working on. Once we get to the end, we now move our skein of yarn, or our ball of yarn. That's our working yarn. So this is our project, that is our working yarn. That's what we know that as.
Okay.
So we always move that to the opposite direction, and now we continue. And this is what we do through the entire body of the blanket. So we have our little loops here. We grab our working yarn, we push and pull through. We're going to stay really consistent to what we're doing. So as we're working on our project, we're going to do a little section at a time, and then we're going to stop for a second. We're going to grab these loops. We're just going to pull them away. The tension that's behind the blanket and the yarn that's behind the blanket that we don't see right now is just as important as what we see in the front of us.
Okay.
And we're going to look at the consistency. We're looking at our loops. We're going to make sure that they all look pretty uniform all the way throughout the blanket.
And your loops are like about 2 fingers.
About 2 fingers, yep. That seems to be a good amount. If we get too much bigger than that, as you start to use the blanket, it's going to start to separate and look more like a fishnet. So we like to keep them a little bit on the tighter side, but not too tight. So there is a sweet spot of finding and knowing where we should be.
Well, Tanya, after several rows, we're pretty much ready to end, right?
We are.
Okay.
All right.
Great.
We have about 20 feet of yarn left, and that's what it's going to take to finish that last row.
All right.
So this stitch is just a little bit different than what we've been doing throughout the entire body and what we had started with. So with this one, what we're going to do is we're going to grab 2 of our loops. We're going to grab our working yarn, and we're going to pull it through.
Pull it through 2 loops.
Yep. So we start with 2. We're going to end with 1. We're going to bring it over. You're going to start seeing this pattern. What we started with is a chain and what looks like a braid.
Yeah.
Up the sides, both sides of the blanket looks like a chain, and it's all braided together. We take 2 loops together, our working yarn. We're going to go ahead. We're going to pull that through and pull it over to the next one.
This is really a fun project.
It is.
I mean, the fact that you don't have to know how to do it when you start and then you get this
And you get
to
this.
finish.
Absolutely.
It's amazing.
They're fun, they're easy,
And they're beautiful.
they're beautiful.
Beautiful, absolutely. I mean, and even if you would give this as a gift, who wouldn't want something handmade like this?
Absolutely.
Like I can't even explain how soft this is.
It melts.
It does.
It feels like it literally melts right in your fingers.
That's a good way to describe it.
All right, so we're gonna go ahead and finish that off. All we need to do is take our loop, take our working yarn. We're gonna pull that all the way through, and that's what's gonna finish off our blanket. Now
That's
we're gonna weave in
amazing.
all these little ends, and you're going home with a blanket.
Oh my goodness, this is great.
So the Back Mountain Makery is home to 85 local artists. Everybody is local within 45 minutes to an hour is our furthest artist. We have new products that come in generally every day, an artist dropping off a few items of what they made over the week or the weekend. We host workshops every day of the week that we are open. So we are closed currently Mondays and Tuesdays. We open Wednesday through Saturday, 11 to 7, and then Sundays we're 11 to 3. And then we extend our hours with our workshops, meaning if our lights are on, we're here. Our Facebook page, if you click under our main photo, which will be our front windows and our ceramics that we have in the window, under those photos, you'll see where it says more. Click more and then click events, and you'll see everything we have to offer. Terrific. And we're located at 2613 Memorial Highway in Dallas, PA.
And that's the Back Mountain Makery.
Yes, it is.
Terrific. Thanks again, Tanya.
Thank you so much, Jackie. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.